TSU head coach Eddie George. The team has won three in a row and four of their last five. Topped Eastern Illinois at home this past weekend. Non-conference action at Howard this weekend. So, Coach, thoughts on your team, and we'll go from there.
Really good. We're in a good place, I think. Really like how we came out and responded to playing against Eastern Illinois for homecoming. It was a good energy all week long. Uh, just from a campus-wide perspective, kids really bought into it. Really eliminated a lot of distractions during the course of the week. Understanding the opponent at hand. We understood that Eastern Illinois was better than what their record indicated, and we came out there really to establish the tempo and how things were going to go, set the tone, and really from the second quarter on, we were just really having a good day, on all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. You can point to every single phase where we had impact play. Defensively, we were pretty doggone good up until we gave them some explosives in our passing game, which was became a problem for us throughout the game. But we found ways in the red zone to get stops. I think we had a block field goal that really set the tone for us. Or did we have one? I can't remember, but offensively, we were able to get on track by answering, each call that Eastern Illinois bounced back with the answer for us in terms of scoring touchdowns and the second coming out of halftime, and then we were able to go on a run of 21 points and get the game out of hand. And it was good to have a game like that.
Thanks, Coach. We'll go to Mike Organ first. Go ahead, Mike.
Uh, Eddie, you mentioned being in a good place, and I asked Kyle to do some research for me yesterday, which he did by the end of the day, and let me know that you guys it's the first time you've been alone in second place in the OVC since 2013, which also was the last time you went to the playoffs. Stepping out of the conference this week, but can you talk about being in such a good position at mid-season with the second half of the season to come?
Well, yeah, we talked about it all year long. Really, going back to camp, just where we wanted to be, not focusing on winning a championship, but more or less focused on the habits that are associated with that. And we're just putting our nose to the grindstone, and we just want to take it, by month. First it was to win September, to go 3-2 in September. The next one was to win October, and to come out of October healthy, but getting better. We have to be a different team than we were 2-3 weeks ago, and we're seeing that. And to sit now, in the position where we can be in the conversation of winning it in the end. That's all you can ask yourself. Ask from yourself is to set yourself up for that in the second in November, and that's what we've got to be better at. So, we want to come into this, finish up this game this week, of course, with a victory. Go play our behinds off against Howard, a really good football team, but get back for the bye week, heal up, and get ready for that final stretch. And that's going to be our toughest opponents on the back end of that, with Gardner Webb and Western Illinois, SEMO, and we're starting it off with UT Martin. So we understand what's at stake. We talked about it. We hope to be in this position, and we find ourselves here. So now we're getting ready for that final stretch.
And my other question is the interesting dynamic that last week you had to overcome the distraction of homecoming to get ready, and this week do you try to overcome the distraction, or do you embrace it with the hopes of spoiling their homecoming?
Well, yeah, their homecoming is world renowned. It is a big deal. In the HBCU world, really in college football, Howard homecoming is one that everybody from across the country tries to get to. It's going to be standing room only, a lot of energy. The good thing is that we're the away team. We don't have to really deal with the on-campus distractions and so forth. We dealt with that last week. We just got to come in and try to win a game. It's going to be a high energy, high impact game. They have like a 9-game winning streak at home. So they play really well at home, especially on homecoming. So, we have our work cut out for us. We understand that, what's at stake, against a really good football team. And again, it's going to be a great challenge and a great opportunity for us.
Okay, thanks, Eddie.
Brandon, you're up.
So good morning, Coach. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Brandon. How are you, man?
I can't complain. I can't complain at all. Wanted to kind of ask you a little bit about your upcoming opponent on the MEAC call earlier this week. Their coach, Coach Scott, said that they have a tendency to kind of get off to slow starts, which I know that's something that you have lamented on about your club.
Yes.
Over the course of the season. Kind of knowing what some of those things could be. Of course, it could be a little different schemes, different personnel, things of that nature. As an opponent coming into that, what are some things that you'll kind of look to do to kind of exacerbate them getting off to that slow start on Saturday?
Well, I can't control anything that they do. I can just convey to my team, we have got to start fast. We have to start fast. We have to dictate, how things are going to go. By staying on sides and not turning the ball over, not shooting ourselves in the foot, not waiting, to we have to counterpunch. Let's go out there and establish it, and let's see where it goes. I mean, listen, Howard is going to play probably their best football, and we understand that. Again, it's homecoming. They're about to jump into their MEAC schedule. They want to jump into that with some momentum. They're playing at home. A lot is on their side in terms of wanting to start off fast. So we have to combat that with, hey, we have a mission as well. We know where we're built for. We know where our goals are, and we're going to go in there and put our best foot forward, but understanding that we're going in to this is going to be a business trip for us. This is not a game where we're like, oh, this doesn't count toward the conference. So every single game counts. We want to go into our conference, play our final stretch of our run with a great deal of momentum, and it's going to be a wonderful opponent to go against.
Thanks for that. And on the defensive side of the ball for the Bison, they've got a guy who will likely be playing on Sunday in Kenny Gallup Jr. If when you look at him on tape, what are some of the things that kind of jumps off the screen about that young man?
And he's number 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Man, he's playing all over the place. Plays with high energy. He's in the secondary. He plays linebacker. He can line up on your best receiver. I mean, he's just a gifted athlete. He looks the part. He's big, he's thick. I don't know, what his size, his measurables are, but certainly he looks the part, and he's all over the place. He's the heart and soul of that defense, and we're very mindful of where he is at all times because he's a playmaker away. He's a playmaker that's a play away from really turning the game around. He's a momentum shifter, so I can see why he's getting the looks that he's getting, the praise that he's getting, and certainly the attention he's getting from the next level because. He's somebody that you've got to know where he is at all times.
Absolutely. And Kyle, do I have time for one quick one? Okay. And also, it was hinted at, but not outright said that there may be a rather guest of high caliber there at the game. Somebody that's been on the campaign trail. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And knowing how you are about preparation and things of that nature, if the VP is there, would that obviously that would probably change some of the things that you all would do, and if that's the case, would you all be notified kind of in advance so you can make those adjustments?
Well, I think it's already in play.
Okay.
We've talked to some of the operations, the logistics of how Saturday is going to go. We understand that, we may have to get off and get checked, and there's going to be tight security breaches and so forth. So we're ahead of the schedule with that, whether she's there or not.
Gotcha.
We kind of understand how things are going to go.
Okay. All right. Well, Coach, good luck this weekend, and we'll be talking to you next week.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks a lot.